we are switching gears now with Storm Track 3 Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. And Sarah, it's the weekend, so what can people expect? Are they able to go outside? What are we looking at?
I think so, yes. I think there will be definitely time to get out and enjoy, especially on Saturday if you're a fan of cooler temperatures. Well, here we are in December, of course, so note it will be cold tomorrow. It will be even colder on Sunday, but what we're tracking when it comes to the snow system, that's going to be waiting until we get into the PM hours of our Saturday. But more on that in just a moment. Let's swing it outside right now. If you're hanging out Friday evening, or maybe you still have plans, I mean, it's Friday night after all. Getting out there, not too bad. There's a few roads that still have a little bit of slush on them, particularly across southern Minnesota. But otherwise, things are moving pretty smooth. We don't have any snow actively falling out of the sky, just clouds hanging around and temperatures staying relatively decent. Honestly, 26 degrees now in Rochester, so we did drop down a degree. We're also dropping a bit. Forest City, Garner now in the mid-20s. And Charles City, earlier on at the beginning of the newscast, was right at the freezing point, now sitting at 30 degrees. So the cool down has begun. We're still at the freezing point in New Hampton, though, of 32. These temperatures, as mentioned, will continue to slide back into the purple, particularly as we do get into our early morning on Saturday. But I'm happy to note that when it comes to wind chills, despite the 10 to 15 mile per hour winds that we do get tonight, they are actually looking to stay above the 0 mark. So some good news there. Cold and cloudy, that's the best way to describe it. And like I said, wind chills staying above 0, but getting back into the single digits. So not necessarily the most comfortable morning for our Saturday, but it certainly could be worse. Satellite and radar here showing the cloudy skies that we will see through the rest of the night. And then a little further off to the northwest, we see something a-brewing, as I like to say. We've got another clipper system coming our way, and it does look to bring some of that, the blue there, the snowfall. So let's time it all out. I'm going to push time forward all the way into Saturday morning. This is around 8 a.m. Winds are fairly calm, but they are showing that change. You got a little bit of a spin coming through, and then, well, here it is. This is around 2 p.m. So after the lunch hour, we do start to see evidence of the snow coming our way. By the time we get into the evening, this is around 5 p.m., definitely seeing a lot more of it across the map. We're also seeing these spots of darker blue. Not much has changed from earlier forecasts, showing that we could see some moderate to heavy snowfall through this. By 8 p.m., spread across the entirety of the map, and it'll start moving out as we officially begin our Sunday. This is around midnight, and then the sunshine comes as we're heading into Sunday morning. Believe it or not, the sun, all due in part to some high pressure coming in from Canada, which will look nice but not feel great once again. All right, back to the snow. Winter weather advisory, still something we'll all be seeing as well, almost all of us, as we head into Saturday evening. General 3 to 5 inches expected here. Winter storm warning areas, a little bit more, 4 to 6 is very possible. Looking at the potential snowfall map, I like it. It gives you a nice general idea of what we could be seeing. Nothing always set in stone, but gives you a good look at who is expected to see most of the snow. And then after that Saturday comes the cool down on Sunday, the weekend reflected once again here in the 7 days. Then we warm up for Monday, but Sananda, more snow on Tuesday.